Hi, I'm Marty Levinson, and welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine. Don't you get snippy with me.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that lemon light city, sweet Hope, Chicago. 224 44.
Hi there, I'm the real Marty Levinson, and thank you all for listening to the Northtown News Magazine with Sonny Hirsch, our cameraman, and the greatest host around.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Meyers here. Welcome to the Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the World Wide Web, www.ntnm.org, where over 90,000 shows have been watched on YouTube. Thank you so much. We're real big on court advocacy, and I meant to say community policing, but court advocacy too, because we were just talking about that off the air. But if you go to caps24.org, you will get all the latest information on where your CAPS meeting is in the neighborhood. Forget the message boards. Actually, you know what? You want to gossip with the neighbors, it's a good place to go, but you're not going to find out any real facts. So, go meet your police in person. It's a good thing to do. In any event, it is one of the things we really like to do is interview judges. And we're one of the few forums that are available to people running for judge. And I think it's very important for people to be able to get a look at the people that might be making some of the most important decisions that will affect people's lives over the course of time. And we're going to start off, well, actually, we've had some judges on before, but the filing deadline is over. Somebody who has filed for the Berland vacancy in the circuit court comes highly recommended, as a matter of fact, through Jeff Stein, who's somebody that was in the state's attorney's office and is very familiar with our next guest, Bill Raines. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, good, thanks. Why don't you tell us about your background?
Well, my name is Bill Raines. I'm going to be running on the ballot as William Burnett Raines. My background started out as a Cook County deputy sheriff back in 1979, so I'm actually older than I look. I did that for about 3 years and then moved on to Oakland, California, where I was a police officer out there for another 7 years. In that 7 years, I don't know if you're familiar with Oakland or not, but it's got one of the highest crime rates on the West Coast, so I've gained some unbelievable experience in that time. I was an evidence technician. I've processed hundreds of homicide scenes. I have chased the bad guy over the fence and held the hand of a rape victim in the emergency room, so I've gained a wide variety of experience from everything from helping the citizens accomplish a beat health type program. I worked in a crack house abatement unit as an investigator. Wow. Because of the big crack problem starting in Oakland. I did surveillances, search warrants, and tried to help our communities out there doing that. I actually got shot as a police officer and was forced into a disability retirement. And with that, I went to law school in San Francisco and was offered a job as an assistant state's attorney here in Chicago. I passed the Illinois bar, passed the California bar, and I'm actually licensed in 8 states.
Nice.
And moved back to be a prosecutor here in Chicago, where I grew up, to be with my friends and my family.
So you were a former state's attorney?
Yes, I worked in narcotics at 26 in California, which, as a police officer, was a big chunk of my career there, working as a narcotics investigator.
I actually spent a brief period of time covering narcotics court for a newspaper at 26 in California.
The strange part is I'm now a criminal defense lawyer, so I see really every angle of from police work to prosecution and now defense work, and I think I've got a pretty good balance as an attorney based on those experiences.
I definitely know that a lot of people think very highly of you. As a matter of fact, just mentioning your name alone, when Alderman Stone was asking me who was going to be on this time because he couldn't make it, I mentioned your name, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, he's terrific. I'm all for him and the whole shot, and I've gotten nothing but a really good reaction toward you.
He actually, I think most people who know him know this of him. He's one of the most gentleman, honest politicians I've ever met. And if he's one of those people that says, I'm going to be here at that time, he's there. If he's going to do something, he does it. And that's why he's been alderman for over 30 years. He's got a great reputation, he's honest, and he's willing to help people aspire to their goals, such as myself. I tried to get slated, and he stepped up on my behalf. And unfortunately, I didn't get slated, but he was there to support me.
No, that's really good. And one thing I've always said about Alderman Stone is you never have to worry about a knife in the back with him.
Not at all.
You'll see the punch in the face coming.
He's definitely a straight shooter.
Definitely, and it's something I do appreciate about him. Yeah. I like it very much.
Me too.
Because I've gotten more than my share of knives in the back from people in politics. So, okay, so how do you go about, now, of course, judges, it's not like running for state rep or something like that, because you can't hawk the product.
Right.
You've got to act. I mean, there's rules of conduct, and it's a dignified profession.
Well, it's interesting because I just recently filed in Springfield my petitions to run for judge, and most people, when you ask to sign your petition, they say, "What is your platform?" Well, judges cannot have a platform. My platform is to follow the law.
Yeah.
And when they ask you about your feelings on abortion or your feelings on whatever the case may be, you really can't say I'm for abortion or against abortion. I have personal feelings which I would share with them, but from a political perspective, as a judge, I can't say, as a judge, I would do this or do that. I can't do that. I have to follow the law, and that's the oath that I would take, to follow the law, and I would do it wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Now, of course, you're on the show. That's one way you can get to people. But, I mean, do you go to different events and things like that? Or?
You know what's really nice is the Democratic Party does have a website and announce all the different political events that are happening in Cook County. So it gives me an opportunity not only to meet and greet people, to put a face with a name. It's amazing when you look at the ballot and there's 50 different judges from full circuit to sub-circuits, and nobody knows, I shouldn't say nobody knows, but a majority of people don't know who these judges are.
That's correct.
And there's a blind faith that whatever number they punch is going to be the man that's going to do the best job. And unfortunately, a lot of people get on the bench that shouldn't be there or don't have the requisite experience or the bar recommendations to be there. And, that's where I come in. I mean, I've got all the bar recommendations. I've been a lawyer for 16 years. I have the police and the prosecution experience. I have the defense experience. And I'm a really well-rounded candidate, literally and physically.
But you're still in pretty good shape.
Thanks.
The camera does add 15 to 20 pounds, guys.
That's right. So to get my name out there as a good candidate and somebody that's going to be a good representative of the public and do what I think is the right thing, it's hard to get that out there, especially in a countywide race when you don't have $1 million to spend. You can't put a yard sign on every corner in Cook County. So I just have to hit those markets that I think I'm going to get my biggest attention, and that's going to these different Democratic-sponsored and Bar Association-sponsored events so people know who I am. And most people in Cook County, as far as the lawyers, do know who I am because I've been around long enough, and I have a really good reputation and some great experience.
No, definitely. And by the way, you reminded me, too, and I haven't mentioned this today. In Jewish Chicago, which I publish in my spare time, we do complete judicial reviews, and I do have a panel of experts who, by the way, so far, like I said, everybody's saying really good things about you. And
thank you.
I've learned to check all the bar ratings, and it's amazing. A lot of lawyers don't know all the lawyers. There's just so many. And I want to remind people, too, that, this is a primary to vote for because there are no Republicans running for judge. There are no people from the Green Party. The Democratic primary is the entire election.
And again, I mean, a lot of people either don't vote for the judges or feel that just punching blindly at a name is going to make a difference. And I'm asking you not to do that. I'm going to be on the ballot as William Burnett Raines, and here I am. So you have the face with the name.
Yeah. Do you have a website?
We're putting together. Jeff's one of my campaign managers, and
Jeff Stein. We're talking about.
He is actually putting together a website for me as we speak. But I do have an AOL address. It's Raines, the number 4, and then Judge at AOL.com. So it's Raines for Judge, and that's going to link up whatever we need to our web pages that we're putting together, such as Facebook and Twitter. And we're going to have a website, and I'll forward that to you as soon as it's done.
Yeah, thank you very much. That I appreciate. And Facebook is an amazing thing. As a matter of fact, I had a dropout earlier today on the TV show, and basically what happened is that I put on Facebook, "Hey, victim needed," and within an hour, I had a guest.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, it wasn't me. I was scheduled to be here before that.
No, you were scheduled to be here, and no, definitely. But no, it worked out. It worked out very nicely. It's amazing what those things can do. So, William Burnett Raines.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And, a lot of experience, police officer, shot in the line of duty. Oakland's got to be one scary place. I remember, you refreshed memories of...
I mean, Black Panthers, the Hells Angels. I mean, it's a hotbed for a lot of political activity and everything else. I mean, it's just, it's the highest homicide rate in the West Coast and the highest ex-con population in California.
And just a lovely place to not be.
It's a great place for experience, but yeah.
Very good. We want to wish you all the luck in the world. William Burnett Raines, Bill Raines, running for the Berland vacancy for Circuit Court Judge, and thanks, Jeff Stein, for bringing him over.
And you're truly a gentleman. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you.